analysis in what was being said to us, the complete absence of any sense of just it might be possible that things might not be perfect, and that worries me. And it worries me also that there's a gulf between those on the stage and those in the audience, a massive gulf. All I can see are profiles because you've got a bright white screen behind you. And in a sense, that's when I hear the voices, they're disembodied voices because I can't see the faces. And the answers that are coming out are kind of PR answers that aren't on the heart, aren't on the brain. Now, you may well be right on them, but admit the possibility of being wrong. Now, I remember when Charing Westminster was being built, probably in the wrong place. It was going to be funded by the closure of 4 hospitals. I think they were West London Hospital, St Stephen's Hospital, Westminster Hospital, and St George's at Hyde Park Corner. The property market, unfortunately, didn't work out quite the way that it was intended, and there was a shortfall, a very substantial shortfall in the cost of building Charing Westminster because the property sales didn't reach what they should. And the real cap and bells on it was that St George's Hospital, when it was closed, turned out to have to revert to the Duke of Westminster's estate because of the covenant back in 1908. Now, what I'm saying is this: when you sell your bits of here and bits of there and bits of somewhere else, you may not get all the money that you need, and in particular, you may not get the capital from the government that you think you're going to get, and interest rates might be higher than they're going to be, and then you're in stroke.
Yeah.
And I'd just like, just the possibility, the admission of the possibility that you might be wrong.
No, not possibility, you are wrong. You are wrong.
I'll pass that to Bill, and then Sir Richard may want to just finish on that comment.
Thank you. Very interesting question. The analysis that we've done in the appraisal of the options takes into account a number of things, including something called optimism bias. In the production of a business case, we're required to take into account areas such as what if it costs more to build than we anticipated, what if the capital receipts that we anticipated are lower, and we have put those in at a prudent level. So we haven't assumed that we will see a significant increase in land values in London going forward, whatever the market for that looks like. We've assumed the current carrying value for those, and we've also taken into account optimism bias, which weights each of the options and ensures that we're not counting. And in fact, the reason that that is now in place is precisely because of the issues that surrounded Chelsea and Westminster. It's fairly infamous in the NHS in terms of having significant cost and time overruns, so it cost a lot more than it was anticipated to be, and it took much longer to complete than was anticipated. And because of that, every business case that's produced in the NHS that's approved by the Department of Health needs to take those factors into account. So I am confident, I'm as confident as I can be, that we have put in place a reasonable set of assumptions and that they are not overstated, because if that was the case, I wouldn't be confident that we would see that business case approved by anybody.